A familiar story we thought we knew. A princess bound by duty, a throne waiting in silence, and a nation expecting perfection. But what if the story you thought was written in stone takes a turn you never saw coming? Because today, Spain's future queen has not just chosen her destiny, she has chosen her prince. And together, they are rewriting the very idea of monarchy, love, and legacy. From Madrid's royal palace to the streets where everyday Spaniards gather, the whispers have turned into confirmations. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has sealed her future not only as the queen-to-be but as the partner of a prince who has captured her heart. And this revelation has set off waves, not just in Spain, but across Europe and beyond. What does it mean when love and crown intertwine? What does it mean when the future king and queen stand not as strangers united by politics, but as lovers bound by choice? Tonight, we walk through that story. For years, Leonor's life has been scrutinized. Her education, her speeches, her every gesture on public stage. But beneath the surface was a young woman, searching, yearning, waiting. Now, for the first time, Spain sees her not just as its crown jewel, but as someone whose heart has been revealed. And the man by her side, her prince, is not a footnote, not an accessory to the crown. He is her equal. Together, they symbolize a new monarchy, one not chained to the past, but alive with the promise of the future. The confirmation stunned even seasoned royal watchers. For decades, marriages in monarchies were whispered about, debated, sometimes dictated. Yet here we have something different, something real. Leonor's choice isn't framed by politics or arranged expectations. It is framed by trust, companionship, and the unshakable pull of destiny shared. Already, Spain feels the ripple. In Seville, banners of congratulations fly in public squares. In Barcelona, students celebrate, calling Leonor not only their future queen but their queen of hearts. Across Europe, media outlets rush to capture the symbolism. Spain's monarchy, once seen as fragile, now radiating new strength through the unity of love. But behind the joy lies curiosity. Who is this prince who has won Leonor's heart? What trials did they face? What nights of uncertainty did they endure before stepping into the light? This is no fairy tale written overnight. It is a journey forged in secrecy, tested by distance, and finally unveiled with the power of truth. Sources close to the palace reveal that their bond was years in the making. Shared moments at international gatherings, quiet exchanges far from the cameras, private family introductions shrouded in silence. And yet, through all of it, they chose to remain steadfast. A love that grew not in the blinding spotlight, but in the shelter of trust. Some will ask, what does this mean for Spain's monarchy? The answer, everything. Because this union is not only about two hearts, it is about the image of a country, the hopes of a people, and the evolution of a dynasty. Leonor and her prince are stepping into a future where royalty is no longer about distance but about connection. And yet, not everyone is silent in approval. In certain circles, criticism brews. Voices questioning the prince's background, his role, his ability to withstand the crushing expectations of life inside a crown. But history reminds us, every royal couple has faced skepticism. What separates the great ones is not how they are doubted, but how they endure. Leonor's parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, know this story well. Their own love was met with raised brows, debates, and outright opposition. And yet, they built a partnership of respect and resilience that became the backbone of modern Spain's monarchy. Now, their daughter carries that legacy forward. Imagine the weight on her shoulders, being the first reigning queen of Spain in centuries, while also being a modern woman who insists on love as her foundation. That tension, between duty and heart, is what makes this confirmation so electrifying. Around Europe, reactions pour in. In Denmark, where Prince Christian watches from his own royal spotlight, the story resonates. In the UK, where Catherine and William shaped the modern vision of monarchy, parallels are drawn. In Spain itself, the nation waits, breath held, for the first official public appearance of Leonor and her prince as a united front. Every announcement raises new questions. What will their wedding look like? Which traditions will they keep, and which will they break? Will the ceremony echo centuries of Spanish grandeur, or will it reflect the fresh, modern bond they share? These are the curiosity loops that pull us deeper, each answer only unlocking more. And through it all, one thing remains unchanged: the promise Leonor carries to her people. The promise of leadership, the promise of service, and now, the promise of love fulfilled. Spain's monarchy is not only being preserved, it is being redefined. Picture the day, not far ahead, when Leonor walks down the aisle, the crown waiting at the horizon, her prince by her side. The world will not just be watching a wedding. It will be watching history reborn, love crowned, and the soul of a nation reaffirmed. For now, we wait. For now, we celebrate the confirmation, the moment Spain dreamed of but never knew how it would arrive. And as we watch Leonor and her prince step into destiny, one truth remains: this is not simply the story of a royal marriage. This is the story of Spain's future king and queen, chosen not by blood alone, but by the timeless power of love. And that is why, tonight, the world does not just watch Spain. It believes with Spain. Because now, it is confirmed, the crown has found its heart.